All right, so I'm doing a live stream. Um, it's so much easier to live stream and then just let it save than to record videos and upload them. So this does save some time for me. So I don't know how many people are going to join me today. But I do want to take the time here, especially for those that watch the restream, to just say thank you. I never would have imagined I would have one subscriber, let alone over 2,000. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, this is was a spontaneous thing I started doing um, slightly before the pandemic started to really take hold, and my lovely wife had encouraged me to do something with my tarot love for tarot. So here I am, and 5 months later, this is what I'm doing in my spare time. So I do actually really love this very much. So I'm going to dedicate this live stream to my beautiful wife, Amy. She's such a trooper. She's a champion in my life, and she's a huge support. She's, I love her dearly, and I wouldn't be doing this without her. So guys, I'm just going to do like a general check-in, all signs. I'm going to start with fire signs. I forgot my pen and my paper, so I'm going to sneak out real quick, I think, and or I might just text my wife and ask her to bring me down a pen and paper. But maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to just abandon the stream here to do that, but this is kind of spontaneous today. I took the day off to just have a little bit of fun and just be with my family. So, all right. Anyway, so I'm going to text her and see if she'll bring me down some paper and a pen, and we'll get started. So give me 1 second, and it gives a little time for anybody that maybe wants to come in. So we're just going to do a general check-in and see where things stand with you guys here. So we're going to start with Aries. Fire signs. I'm a Leo sun, Leo rising, and I definitely resonate with fire signs a lot. So I think that fire signs have had some interesting readings lately, and for them, it feels like it's just big, huge changes, big life moments, big life changes. And oh, here she comes. Thank you. I know, I totally forgot. I'm so unprepared. Again, that's my awesome wife. Come to save the day. So anyway, Aries, we're going to start with you and see what is happening in your life. What is it that Spirit wants to tell you? What is it that you need to know right now? Aries. Page of Wands. Okay. 5 of Cups. All right, Aries. So some of you may feel like you're not getting the truth. 8 of Swords here. And I think that intuitively and instinctively, you know what the truth is. There's something going on around you that isn't up to par. There's somebody that's trying to conceal something from you. And I think that you have the message loud and clear from your own internal knowing. So I think that you're going to take some steps this week to try and remedy this. And I'm sorry if my focus isn't the greatest on this on my Mac, but so you have the Page of Wands and you have the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is the big overall picture. The 8 of Swords is the theme for you in the first week. So you have the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is saying that you already know what the disappointment is. You already know what's kind of causing you this emotional upset in your life right now. And I think that this is a good time for you to kind of confront the issue, confront the problem. If you know what you know, there's no need, to try and hide it, to try and just dance around the issue. So somebody in your life is not being honest with you. They're not giving you all the details or facts about something. And I think that, again, like I said, I think you know what it is. You're not imagining things. You're not you're not overthinking it. You do really intuitively have this instinctual idea of what's happening surrounding. This could be a romantic relationship. This could be or somebody in your family. It could be just a friend relationship, but somebody isn't being totally and completely transparent with you. So Aries, I think that in order to clear this out and get out of your head and get out of this box that you're kind of in, because you might feel a little uncomfortable with the situation, I think you have to just speak up and say something in order to, move on and move forward. So you do have the Page of Wands here. I think you have to speak the truth. You have to actually confront this person or say something about what's bothering you. So Aries, first week of September, you are really kind of confronting a personal situation here. And I think that, I think that once you do, at least maybe it doesn't change what they're doing. It doesn't change how they're behaving or acting, but it does just at least get it out there, and it's made known, and you can just move on from that. You can do whatever you want with it from there, but at least you can feel better about knowing that you're trying to clear the air, trying to actually address a situation that's it's taking something from you, whether it's your time, your money, or anything else that's involved. But to be fair is here. This is saying to you to I don't think you're being fair with yourself. I think you're doing something that is at your deficit. It's costing you something, again, your time, your money, or your well-being, your emotional energy. So this is kind of like a energy vampire kind of situation, I think, Aries. So you definitely have to address something this week coming up. And I think once you do, you'll feel better about it, even if that doesn't change what's going on with whoever you're dealing with or whatever the situation is. It does make you feel a little bit better. So Aries, that is first week of September. And we're going to move on to Leo. And I'm just going to pen these down so I can, timestamp them and not have to watch the whole video. Leo. So Leo, what's going on with you in the first week of September 2020? I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot for this, Leo. All right, let's see. Leo, what is happening here? You're the Emperor. Leo, this is like the third time I've done a Leo reading, whether it was love, whether it was your finances, whether, it was something else. This is the third time in the last, I think, definitely in the last week, but in the last couple of days, especially, you have the Emperor here. So Leos, you guys are getting, taking charge. You're getting in, control of a situation, something in your life. You're getting command of that. And I think that this is the big theme for you the first week of September. You're not letting anybody hold you back. And you have the Chariot here also. So I love how cards come out. To me, it feels like a channeled message as I'm going, and I ramble. Sometimes I talk really fast, but King of Wands is here too, to tell you to not hold back, to push forward. Sometimes you have to do something, Leo, that isn't for somebody else's good or well-being. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but you have to do what's right for you. So I think you're battling something this week that is a little bit conflicting. You want to do what's right for you, but you don't want to hurt somebody else. And that is like a Leo trait. You have Justice here. Justice is saying you have to do what's fair and what's right, but you have to do what's right for you. You can't avoid something because you're afraid of how you're going to make somebody else feel, Leo. So you have to actually take charge and take command. So you are the persona of the Emperor this first week of September. And you have strength. You're showing up here also. I don't normally assign zodiacs to tarot cards. It's just not how I read cards. I read intuitively, first impression. But definitely that is the card of Leo. You know, I think that you're showing up here, you're taking on that traditional Leo role here, and you're going to you're actually going to confront something that might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. You might be a little shy about doing it and speaking your mind, speaking the truth, Leo. So what else do we have for you, Leo? Serendipity. So the right place, the right time, you're going to resolve whatever it is that is troubling you. And I think that something gives you a push to do this. I don't think this is something that's really by chance or anything like that, but I think something gives you the push to do or to react, to respond at the right place, the right time, in the right way. And so you have that at your back. So I think Spirit is really guiding you and leading the way for you in this. I think that you're going to bring a resolution to something that is totally under wraps for you. It's within your control, within your power to confront this, Leo. And I think that you're going to do okay. I don't think it's like something that's like totally a real big deal, but it's something that's nonetheless it's bothering you. And Leos, we tend to, I'm a Leo, and we tend to bottle things up and hold things inside for a long time, and then sometimes it just comes out all at once, and that's the worst way to deal with something, Leo. So that's what you have this week. First week of September is really confronting something that makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I think it'll be all right. You just have to get the courage and strength to do that, and that's why the Strength card comes out. So now we're going to do Sagittarius at 12. Again, I have to, my old 45-year-old brain can't remember all this, so I have to take notes. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Every reading I've done for Sagittarius has been about love lately. Everything has been all about love and desires of the heart, what you want. And it doesn't necessarily have to be about love for somebody. It could be love for something. But let's see what's going on, Sagittarius. We'll see if this comes out in this quick little check-in. I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot. This is a beautiful deck. It's my favorite deck. 6 swords here. Ace of Pentacles. What else, Sagittarius? Queen of Wands. Nice. I could hear my 2-year-old yelling Alexa to bring music on. So if you hear some noise, that's what that is. So Sagittarius, you're heading toward a dream. You're heading toward something that a lot of people I don't think really necessarily share your vision or share your desire, but I feel like you're going it alone. You're chasing something that might seem a little far off or a little unrealistic to some people. They don't understand. They don't share your vision, but that's okay. They don't have to. You have a realistic view of what you want for yourself down the road. And I think that it's something that takes time. It isn't something that just manifests and comes out of thin air for you. So Sagittarius, you are definitely on a mission. You are setting out on a path towards something that you hold closely to your heart. And I think that whatever that is, and it probably to me is more about some of you, it might be going a distance. And I always say I read cards first impression, and this does kind of come out to me as like you're going the distance, and this could be a literal distance or a figurative distance. But wherever you're going, you are being guided by spirit and by your higher power. It's taking you somewhere, and I think you know the way intuitively and instinctively. So whatever it is, it's going to produce some fruit down the road for you. It's going to be a harvest at some point that you can reap. And again, I don't think everybody shares your vision. You have a love for something that is very close to your heart, and you're going to accomplish that. You're going to take it head on. You're going to get there. This isn't just a dream. It isn't just something that is kind of you're up in your head about. This is something that is very real to you, and it is something that's tangible and something that you can definitely get your head around and get you know, make that dream into a reality, something that's, like I said, tangible, Sagittarius. So you definitely have something very good going your way. First week of September, I think you get focus, and I think you actually get your feet moving, and you're pushing forward on a bit of a journey. And again, like I said, some of this might be a literal distance, some of this might be a figurative distance. Whatever it is, it's not close by, but it's the first steps in a transition in your life that is going to be really beautiful, really fulfilling, Sagittarius. And you have here mending. So like I said earlier, some people might not like what you're doing, they may not share your vision, but that's okay. At some point, people will see clearly what you're doing and how it's actually producing something in your life that's productive and good for you. So some of you might be dealing with a parent or some other influence in your life that is like a parent figure that just kind of might give you an air of disapproval or something. But that's, you know, that's okay. You're pursuing what it is that is close to your heart, and that's what matters most. So you're going to be okay, Sagittarius. I think you're going to do some great things. You're starting out on some new footing on the first week of September. And I don't like, it's not like without, it's like trial and error for you. It's going to be a little bit of work, but you're going to do well. And I think that, you know, this ultimately, it isn't for you about the pentacle. It isn't about the financial stability. It's really about doing what you love the most. So something that is new and different for you. Again, it is a big dream, but it's not unrealistic, Sagittarius. I do want to recap this because I feel like it's really important to you and very close to your heart. All right, Sagittarius. Next, we're going to do, let's see, Gemini. And we're going to start at 17. All right. Gemini, what is going on with you for the first week of September? Let's have a peek. I could hear my kids just banging and dancing around upstairs. It's so funny. And I normally don't take days off work, but it's been a really awesome day. I got my new hat in the mail, my slee stack hat. So if any of you are old like me, you'll know what a slee stack is. All right, Gemini, Ace of Cups. I'm going to hold off a second because something just came to me, but I want to see Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're letting go of something that's holding your heart hostage. Ace of Swords, again. So something's changed, Gemini, in your thought process, in your thinking. And whatever that is, you're letting it go and you're setting yourself free. You have the Sun here. The Sun is an amazing card. To me, it's the best card you could ever possibly get in tarot because the Sun really speaks to complete and total illumination, enlightenment. It's like sometimes I think of the Sun as like the hermit coming out of the darkness and then finally having that epiphany. So whatever you're going toward, whatever you're doing, your thought process, whatever you're letting go of, it's going to kind of enlighten you. It's going to bring you to a lot of clarity to where you can actually make sound decisions, better decisions for yourself. And in that is going to, I almost feel like because of this, you're going to get on a kind of a clearer path moving ahead. You do have something that is close to your heart, but you have to let it go. You have to let something go. Maybe you're letting, I don't know, or maybe you're letting a dream go in place of something else, but you are going to let something go. You're getting ready to depart with it. Gemini, I think it's hard for you. I think it's something that you've held on to for a long time, but you've come to the realization that something isn't quite for you. I'm sorry about the glare in here. Something isn't quite for you. And I think there's a level of acceptance for you this week on something that you have to just kind of move on from, Gemini, but you do get the illumination of the Sun. Spirit God is definitely smiling on you. It's saying to you, you know, just push forward, keep going. You'll know the way through. You'll know where you're going. The path is completely lit. There's no more darkness in this once you release this, and there's no more confusion in through right now, Gemini. So I think you have some answers coming through, some epiphanies in the first week of September. You know, actually, I want to pull one of these for you. I just feel very compelled to do that instead. So let's pull a spirit guide message for you. All right, Gemini. Gemini. We're going to do Libra next. A blessing to heal a relationship. So I did say you might have to let somebody go, or you might be letting somebody go, or a situation that involves you and somebody else. And it doesn't have to be a romantic type relationship by any means, but this is definitely letting something go, and it probably is something that you're worried. Maybe it's why you've been hesitant to kind of just release yourself from this situation, because you're worried about the damage it could cause between you and somebody else. But Spirit is blessing you here. You're going to be okay. So there shouldn't be any worry about taking care of your own, taking care of yourself, doing what's best for you. You know, if there is any kind of fallout, it's going to be short-lived. Spirit's blessing you. And I think that any hesitation you have because you're worried about the outcome, you're worried about how somebody might feel about what you're doing, isn't going to be as big of a deal as you think it is, Gemini. So next, we're going to do Libra. Libra. Let's see what's going on. Libra. All right. Nice. Okay, you have the Nine of Pentacles. You're almost there, Libra. You're getting close to something big in your life. Knight of Cups, and definitely something that you want, something that has probably been far off for a long time, and it's so over time, over the last several months, you're getting closer and closer. It's almost the feeling like you're inching towards something that you want very much. And so the Nine of Pentacles, this is like the cusp of what it is you're trying to accomplish, and you're not giving up. You have a drive and a passion to go toward what you want here. I don't know what that's about, but let's see. Knight of Wands. So it might be actually about a relationship. It might be about healing a relationship. It just might be about some big idea you had a long time ago, or it could really be anything. This, because, you know, obviously these readings, you know, they're not going to resonate with everybody. They just possibly can't. But you try this how you will. If this speaks to you, you'll know whether this is about going toward an objective or a person. But definitely you're on the cusp of accomplishing what you've been trying to get toward for some time. So, and you have the Sun again. We have the Sun coming out again. Again, the best damn card in tarot. Bam, the Sun. I love it. The Sun again is total and complete illumination. You don't have to sacrifice anything anymore, one thing for the other. You kind of get to the point where you get to have your cake and eat it too, is the impression that I'm getting. It's that first impression that comes to me. You kind of get that. You do get to enjoy everything finally, because your dedication and your perseverance is actually manifesting into complete and total illumination. You're doing something out of the goodness and purity and kindness of your heart. You're doing something out of like true love and devotion. And again, it could be somebody, or it could be something. But whatever it is, I don't know. I mean, I'm just sitting here guessing at it. I think you're going to slam it. You're going to be feeling pretty good in the first week of September. So let's pull a message from Spirit. I actually want to pull two other cards for you. A blessing of the earth. This is beautiful. So this is all about you just remaining connected and grounded and realistic. There's something to be said about running around or walking around, whatever it is, barefoot in the grass, just feeling earth just kind of come inside of you. It's energizing. And I think that you've spent a lot of time being realistic. So to me, this is all about being realistic and being grounded, and not getting overly ambitious about something that's unrealistic. To me, I think I see this as you've had a clear goal, clear vision about what you're doing, and you're being blessed because of that. You are being blessed because you've set your mind to something and you're accomplishing it, and Spirit's delivering that to you right now, and you're happy, happy, happy. So I think this is a great reading for you. I think you're going to do September, and leave a comment. Let me know, because this is definitely a very exciting vibe I get from this. And if you leave me a comment, let me know how things turn out for you. I'd love to hear about that. All right, Aquarius. My son Ansel, he's 2.5. He's an Aquarius. And he's the most intriguing person I've ever met in my life. I've never like really truly knew an Aquarius like I know him, and he's teaching me amazing things every day. It's just mind blowing. So Aquarius, you know, you guys are definitely something else. I actually really have learned to appreciate the way Aquarius looks and views things. I can hear him screaming up there. It's probably because all his little Matchbox cars aren't all lined up perfectly or something like that, because that's how he is. But so Aquarius, let's see what's going on the first week of September for you. The High Priestess. Okay, this is definitely out of your element. You Aquarius have probably been a lot focused a lot on how you're like viewing things, very intellectual, kind of analytical, pragmatic, matter of fact kind of way. And so I think you're a little out of your element here with the High Priestess. I think you're tapping into something that's a little different for you. Justice. And here justice is coming. Let's see what this justice is about. Okay, nice. So you have the Seven of Cups. I'm going to hold off one more second before I say what's coming to me. And yeah, so you have the Wheel of Fortune. So you might be a little bit dreamy, a little bit up in the clouds a little bit. And it's out of the norm for you, I think, Aquarius. If this resonates for you, you'll know it. You'll know this is for you. So you might be a little bit up in the clouds. You might have a bit of an overactive imagination, and I do feel like you spent some time like meditating, praying, or journaling, whatever it is. You're really focused on trying to bring something to light or something to reality in your life. And you have the Four of Swords here, and I think the Four of Swords here is about that time out that you've been taking to connect in a way that maybe you're not totally 100% comfortable with. So it might be a little bit out of your element, but you are like in a you're in a different frame of mind the first week of September, because there's definitely something that you have like a pursuit of. And I think that, you know, to me, Aquarius, it almost feels like I almost feel like you're trying to heal a relationship or something. And so you might be trying to this might sound weird, but you might be like trying to do this telepathic thing. This might be a twin flame or a soulmate or something. So you might be trying to heal a relationship. You might be trying to approach something very differently than you've done in the past. It's just a weird how that came to my mind, how I felt like there was this like almost like this telepathy and like trying to even things out with your person. So you know, you have the Seven of Cups here. I think that it's not a far off dream. It's not something that's unrealistic, but I think you're approaching something very differently than you would have in the past, because you are the thinker of thinkers in a sense. And I think it does bring something very different into your spectrum in the first week of September. I think that you're opening lines of communication in the first week of September. Again, that is just out of the norm for you. And I think maybe you might even be wearing your heart on your sleeve a little bit, because there's something or someone that you want very much in your life. And I think that you're willing to go to the distance to get it. And I just see this as like you are trying to do anything and everything you can to kind of heal something in your life with somebody, most certainly somebody, or it could be a scenario situation that needs a little bit of adjustment or healing. But there is like this feeling of like, okay, there's going to be some feeling of things balancing out. And I don't want to say balance in the sense of like, you know, a lot of people see the Justice card and they say you're getting balance, or you're getting, you know, things are going to be equal or going to be fair. But to me, it's almost like there's just like a meeting of minds is how I see this card. So you definitely have something very cool happening. And I think your hard work, your focus is really what's driving this, but I do feel like there's like some kind of telepathic kind of communication, or you might feel like there is, and it's probably something that you're not used to, like thinking about. You might think that, well, that's hogwash, that's something that doesn't exist, that isn't real, or whatever. It just might be so far out there for you, but you kind of have this really strong connection to something that is very deeply important to you, Aquarius. So you have there here and now. So here and now is it's in the moment. It's not being in yesterday, it's not being in tomorrow. Again, I said you're like really focused and driven about what you're trying to get to at this point in your life. There's something that you want very much, and it may very well be about healing something, a situation or a relationship in your life. I know I really rambled on that because I was just getting a lot of stuff kind of bombarding my mind here. So sometimes it's hard to get things across, but a blessing for a mother. So maybe you have a relationship with a mom, a mother figure, somebody that is just very close to you, that you love very much. So this could be about healing some type of motherly relationship. I don't know. I think this is spirit just saying to you, if this is for you, you'll know this message is for you. This is something that is very deeply personal to you, that definitely needs some healing. There's some kind of connection that needs to be mended for you, Aquarius. So I think first week of September, it's like it comes through. You have like the wheel is and you're turning the wheel. The wheel isn't just happening for you by chance. It's something that you're actually learning to dial in and tuning in. You're making this happen for yourself. All right, Aquarius, we're gonna go Taurus. My wife, my lovely beautiful wife, is a Taurus. And if you put a Taurus and a Leo together, boy oh boy, it could be challenging. But she's the reason I'm doing this, so I owe her everything, literally. She's just an amazing person. So Taurus, you have the Seven of Swords here. I almost feel like this isn't about losing something. It's, again, this is coming through to me as, what are you willing to give up, or what are you giving up right now in your life that doesn't serve you? It isn't for your highest good. So Seven of Swords, that's immediately what comes out to me. And it almost feels like you're having to leave something behind, or you're having to just drop something in your life. You have the Six of Wands here, and so this is about overcoming something. You might be battling an addiction. You might be battling something that is causing you a lot of strife in your own personal life, I just, this is about accomplishment, overcoming. It's about getting over something, getting through something. I do feel like, again, you have to let something go, or release something that's holding you back. Four of Pentacles. And you might struggle with that, because this is like, you don't want to let it go. You're holding tight. And you might be, it's something might actually be consuming a lot of your time and energy, Taurus. So there's definitely something you have to be willing to release yourself from this week. This might actually have the Lovers here. So this is coming out to me not as a love relationship, but as like something that you love, or you really think you love, versus something that is good for you. So I think you have a decision to make coming up the first week. And you have the Five of Swords here. This is, to me, is like the theme surrounding everything. So it is robbing your energy. It's robbing your thought process. It's robbing your mind of some things that are good for you. So definitely, I'm sorry to be so negative. And to me, this isn't negative. It's just saying that there's something that you're really struggling with letting go. And I do think you do that. I really do think you release something the first week of September. Could be second, even third week. You might struggle and hold on a little bit longer, kicking and screaming. But, I think you have something or someone, not something, but someone helping you along with this, whatever that is. So you have Yin. So softening up, like really getting in touch with you know, we could say this is the divine feminine, but to me, this is like really just getting in touch with things on a more heartfelt level, not thinking about how much it's going to hurt to let something go, but how good it's going to feel when you're released from this kind of like figurative little jail cell or prison with whatever this situation is. So Taurus, let's see. I tend to be really blunt, and I hope that doesn't offend anybody. See, we have this card again, a blessing of the earth. Taurus, you are the earth. This is all about you getting back to yourself, being grounded, being the earth sign, being realistic, being, facing challenges without like wigging and losing your mind, just being very connected. I think that spirit is really wanting to say to you, get back to your roots, get back to your center, get back to what feels like home to you, and not a literal home, but like being yourself, your core at your very center, Taurus. All right, we're going to do Virgo. I feel like I'm going so fast that I don't even know what I'm doing. All right, Virgo. What's going on with Virgo? I don't know what deck I want to use. Oh, hey, Leo sun. I wasn't even paying attention. My intention is to like try and live stream more to save myself the hassle of uploading videos, because it takes a lot to like record a video, upload it, and do all this stuff. So thank you for everybody that is actually in here. We have the Empress, Virgo. Something new? Knight of Cups. Virgo, are you getting something about love, something about companionship coming through? So what you want is actually coming to fruition for you, Virgo. Let's see. The High Priestess. Again, this card keeps coming out. I'm using different decks, but this is like, I don't know, maybe it's just the time of year. It's just like everything that's going on in the world. A lot of people are trying to get really connected in a different way. Maybe people are just seeking spiritually things instead of just being embattled in everybody else's opinion. So I feel like Virgo, you're approaching something with a different mindset. So you're taking on something that is really bringing in something new into your life, and it definitely, to me, it feels like love. It feels like you've been hoping for love, and I feel like you're hoping for a reconciliation. That's the first thing that comes through, and I think you do get that with the Knight of Cups in the first week of September, but you might be rushing a little too quickly here with the Chariot. So let things kind of work themselves out. Don't push too hard. Don't push too fast, Virgo, because whatever this is like finally something new. This might be the same relationship, but just different. It might be mended. It might be a relationship that is finally coming through the way it should. Maybe in the past, something has just not been what you had hoped it was, and now all that prayer, all that meditation, all them thoughts, putting that out there is finally manifesting into birthing a new relationship or something new in your life with somebody. And I do feel like this is about a reconciliation, because I feel like you've been like really thinking about somebody, really wanting somebody back in your life. You've been really kind of trying to get that connection to come back toward you, and you do have it coming toward you because you have the Chariot and you have the Knight of Cups here. So it definitely is something rushing in for you, but don't be the one to rush things. Just let things kind of work out for you in its own timing. Let's pull one of these. Breathe. Okay. Like I said, don't rush things. Just let things come in their own timing. Trust that it's coming in. Just be yourself, be grounded, be centered, and don't let your emotions, the anxiety of if what you want to happen is going to happen or not. This is just trusting it, and this is just believing in it, and just being very calm about it and matter of fact. So I think you're getting this coming through to you in the first week of September. Definitely a big change in, to me, it feels like, again, a relationship, some kind of mending or some kind of transition or change in a relationship that turns things around for you. And next, we're going to do Capricorn. We're going to see Capricorn. What's going on with you? I didn't get any sleep last night, so I'm like really tired. My allergies are just like all up in my face. So I might be struggling a little bit. So let's see what happens for Capricorn. And just a side note, I get so many emails about personal readings, and it's too much for me. So I'm trying to get away from that. I will do some, but I started kind of doing the members only area. You could check that in the description box later in my profile. But I'm going to do kind of private live streams for small groups of people and extended readings, which I'm going to start soon to kind of lighten the load because it's consuming a lot of my time. And so that's kind of where I'm heading right now. So if you have any inquiries on that, I'm trying to put the brakes on the personal readings for now. Capricorn, you have the Emperor here, and you have the Six of Swords. And again, High Priestess. What I say, this keeps coming out. This is the card that's stalking us today. And again, I think this is because people are looking at things very differently these days. That there is like this feeling that looking to I almost feel like this, to me, the first thing comes out is the higher self, the higher aspect of ourself. Connecting with things spiritually, connecting with God, connecting with source, whatever. So definitely everybody has kind of had this High Priestess card come out, and I like it. I think it definitely shows like there's some kind of change in the collective, something going on. People are really trying to get in tune or in touch with that aspect of themselves. I think there's an opening up. Many people aren't fighting it so much anymore. And so I think this is very cool for you, Capricorns. But we're going to see what this is about. You have the Knight of Swords. And you have the Seven of Cups. Again, another stalker card coming out, Capricorn. So I think, Capricorn, I hate to say it, but I feel like you might get like in a little bit of a conflict this week coming up in September. You might get some news or something that kind of irritates you. Somebody is saying no to you, I think, just because they can. And I think this is in a work situation, and maybe they just, they might be the type of person that dislikes your idea, but is the one to suggest your idea and get credit for it. That's kind of that kind of vibe I get. And so I think that, you're kind of in a little bit of conflict. And I think you're just going to distance yourself from that. I think that, that this person here is only temporary in your life. And there's, it's not going to be a long-term situation, whatever you're in. So I think you're taking the high road, but I feel like you're going to be irritated. And I feel like you're going to want to speak out with the, the Knight of Swords here. I think you're actually going to speak your mind. You're not going to hold back too much. But you're trying to take the high road, and the High Priestess is all about to me in this reading, taking the high road and, realizing that, not everybody is on the same level when it comes to this kind of spiritual journey people are on. We're all in a different place. And I feel like, Capricorn, you're just going to kind of let it slide a little bit, but you're not going to hold back when it comes to any kind of slander or somebody not speaking truly or clearly about you. So you definitely have this feeling that, you're going to be taking a stand against something or against somebody, but not in an aggressive way. It's just maybe speaking the truth or speaking your truth or holding your ground on something that's very important to you. You have soulmates here, and that's really kind of weird how that came out, because Maybe it's somebody that you're dealing with in a love relationship for some of you. But I think for others of you, you have somebody that has got your back. They're encouraging you. They're kind of helping you to have, not in a negative way, but helping you have a backbone. You know, maybe it's hard for you to sometimes stand up to people, and so I think you have somebody at your back, and we have a blessing for support here. So this is kind of interesting how this comes through. So you do definitely have somebody that's kind of pushing you along, trying to help you along, trying to give you strength when it's maybe hard for you to confront a situation or something that might make you a little bit uncomfortable. And next, we're going to do Cancer. Cancer. So anyway, Capricorn, that is what is happening in the first week of September. 3 more. I know, I just feel completely blown away. I'm sorry, I'm trying to like look at the chat, and I know there's not many people on here, but I try to just keep focused on what I'm doing, and I miss that. But yeah, it's just insane. I can't believe I even have 1 subscriber. So I'll take the 2,000. It's been fun. So many amazing connections, people I talk to regularly and have gotten to know, and I absolutely love the human connection. The interpersonal connection is what really matters to me. So we have here for you, Cancer, the 4 of Pentacles, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Nice. The High Priestess. And what have I said? This is stalking us the entire time. I don't know why. I think I know why, but you know, maybe I don't. I don't know. 10 of Wands. Okay. So Cancer. When did I start Cancer? I'm going to have to double check that. I messed that up already. Cancer, you have you have the Knight of Wands here. So your Cancer, I'm going to try and approach this in a way that I think is okay. I do feel like you're stuck on something, and I think that being stuck is slowing down something happening for you. So I think you're finally going to just break free of that in the first week of September, and that's going to just go away. So whatever you're stuck on, whatever you're holding on to, whatever is like keeping you trapped in a situation, I think you finally do release that. I think you realize like how foolish it is just to keep carrying something around or rehashing something in your life, and I think you break free from that, and I think you give it away in the first week of September, maybe the second week even. And it's because you're being influenced by your spiritual team. They're there guiding you. They're kind of giving you that influence. And maybe you've just been reluctant to let go. But finally, it's like you see some movement in the first week of September, Cancer, and it's definitely going to be a good thing for you. I think you get to just finally put something down that maybe was hard for you to let go of. I can really hear, like, I can hear Modest Mouse jamming up there. So if you can hear that, I apologize. Building blocks. So you can't, like, accomplish a whole lot when your entire energetic body, you know, your thoughts and everything else, your actions are all caught up in something else. So this allows you to break free and to, you know, kind of accomplish something else, kind of start building toward something different, a better future, better goals, bigger goals, maybe some things that kind of sucking your energy, your time, and keeping you from being productive. So you're finally going to see some productivity and a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. Whatever you let go of, it might cause a little bit of a rift. And I don't think that it's like a literal battle, but the battle might actually be with you, you know, because I do feel like, you know, the Knight of Wands here going forward, but looking backward, it's like sometimes it's hard to just freaking let something go. And so that might be your biggest struggle. But somebody might not like what you're doing, your decision, whatever reason that is. But I think that you do actually finally get to see like a big change because it's dependent on your you releasing whatever it is that's kind of keeping you stuck in a situation that hasn't been for your highest good. And then we're going to do Scorpio. Scorpio. Okay, we're going to use the light seers. Scorpio, what is happening for you? Scorpio, you have 9 of Cups. Nice. Let's see where this is going. 7 of Wands. The Wheel. Okay, I like this. This also keeps coming out in this string here. So, and the 6 of Swords. And 8 of Pentacles. To me, immediately, the first thing when I saw the 8 of Pentacles is like, I think you're like healing something internally. But I also feel like you are on a bit of a journey. You're going somewhere different. The 7 of Wands immediately speaks to me as like, you know, whatever you're doing, like the 7 of Wands here to me almost represents your fears or something that some fears you've had in the past. And I think you're over that and you're beyond that. So I think you're taking a brave step to a bright new future, and you're definitely pursuing something that is like it's like written in the stars for you. And it is a bit of a work. It's going to require you to have some stamina, some wherewithal, and to just keep at what you're doing, because it does bring in something that is like, you know, is very fated and very destined for you, Scorpio. So you do have like this really cool energetic rebound from something that has like been maybe you're just like a little worried about like going after something, maybe the fear of failure or the fear of like not knowing how to do something, but you're over that and you're in pursuit of your ultimate happiness right now. So Scorpio, let's see what else you have. Nice, flexible. And we're going to pull one of these. I think you're going to be okay adapting to change. You know, everything is in flux and in flow. So things are always very fluid. And you might have had past troubles with like, you know, adapting to like all kinds of shifts and change in your life. And that might be part of the reason you kind of felt kind of held back because of the fear of the unknown. But I think that you've kind of gotten over that. And I think this is like about kind of just going with it. And this to me almost feels like the Fool card in a way too, because, you know, the Fool just takes things on or does things regardless of the cliff in front of the Fool. It's like, okay, I could fall. But if I do, I'm going to get back up anyway. Maybe I don't know everything that's going to happen, but I'm willing to take a chance. And so that's kind of where I see you going. A blessing for a fresh start. So I love how this comes out. This is like the blessing on what you're doing. And I think it's beautiful. I think you're going to be doing some amazing things, Scorpio. And oh, Melanie, thank you for the donation. That's really sweet. If you have a question, I have one more sign and I'll be glad to dig into it for you. So this is like all about that fresh start. That's like, you know, what you've been trying to accomplish. And it's the fear of change. It's the fear of like not knowing how everything is really going to go that might kind of get you kind of uptight and worried. And I think you're beyond that. You're over that. I think you are tired of like the same thing for such a long time that it's the kick in the ass that you've been really working on getting over. And we're going to do Pisces. Pisces. I could hear my wife and kids just like jamming out to music up there. It's, I don't know if you guys can hear that. Melanie, you're a Sagittarius. Let me do Pisces and see where we're at, and we can end it with you. All right, Pisces. King of Swords. Taking a stand. You're standing your ground. You're maintaining your point of view. You're maintaining you're just you're not being like cruel or harsh, but like you're being very firm, Pisces, this week in September. 5 of Swords. And I think you're protecting something. You're protecting yourself. and strength comes out. It's amazing because it's like you, like I said, standing your ground, remaining strong, staying firm, protecting yourself. You know, I don't know what this is about, but like this is like about you being maybe a little bit out of character. You're like trying to hold tight to some belief of yours or some point of view of yours, but maybe you almost feel intuitively there's something you got to protect. I don't know why, but so this is like coming through for the first week of September, Pisces, that you might have to like really you might have to have like some stones in the first week of September, and I say that in a funny way, but literally I feel like you're going to have like a good amount of determination and strength not to bend to somebody else's will for whatever reason, but you're being protective too, and there's something that is potential to lose in whatever situation you're in. So, and I think you realize that. I think you're like, I think you almost see like it coming down the road to you. So something has been kind of manifesting and coming your way, and you know it's coming your way. And again, I do feel like you're protecting something. This might be a family dynamic, like it could be something to do with an estate for some reason, I feel like, or an inheritance, or some other kind of, it could be a lawsuit, it could be anything like that. There's like, you have to stand your ground and remain firm and not let somebody run over you in a situation. And it's going to be kind of hard for you, but you're going to do it, and you're going to do it gracefully and tactfully at the same time. Eight of Pentacles, and so this does whatever it is, it does kind of enrich you in a way, maybe materially, or maybe it just like people recognize like you know, your character in this. I don't know, but for some of you, if this is about money, if this is about an estate, if this is about an inheritance, if this is about a lawsuit or anything like that, standing your ground is going to be profitable. So remember that. And you have the Eight of Swords. You know, you don't have to be trapped in this. You already know what is the right thing and the wrong thing to do. You know intuitively, instinctively. Don't let anybody cloud your judgment and keep you trapped in like that cycle of thoughts that is meant to distract you and kind of pull you away. So anyway, Melanie, if you have a question, I'll answer it. And Crystal Beauty, hello. No question, Melanie? You can always email me in my contact info. If you have a question you don't want to ask it here, I'd gladly respond. And that wraps up all signs. No, thank you. Okay. You know, I've been there, man. I like, and people, when I tell them I had the divorce from hell, and everybody's like, yeah, right. Everybody has the divorce from hell. No, I had the divorce from hell. And then when people like hear the story, they're like, wow, you had the divorce from hell. So, yeah, those are always so unpleasant. You know, it's a hard situation to be in. I kind of like, I kind of feel for you, you know, in the sense that, it's like the anticipation is like kind of like it's anxiety ridden. It's not easy. Let's see. Let's pull a couple cards for you and see what just pops up. I think you already know what's going to happen. I think you already know what the outcome is. I think maybe you're just like not trusting that. Like you're worried. All right, Melanie. You have the Two of Swords. So again, I feel like you're not trusting what you already know is the inevitable. And if you've been like in the same repeating situation over and over, like it keeps happening, it keeps happening, it keeps happening. I feel like, you know, you have like this worry that like it's just going to get played off like it has in the past, but I don't think this time. I think that you know, you really want to see some action in your situation, and I don't think you want it out of spite. Oh, it's a contempt hearing. Okay, so you don't want it out of spite. You want it out of you know, what's just and fair. And I think that I think things are gonna. I think you already know that things are gonna go the way that you're hoping, but you're also worried that things are going to kind of be the status quo. Is kind of how I feel. King of Swords here, so definitely there's gonna be some harsh words, and it's not, I don't think it's gonna be maybe toward you. It's gonna be probably toward the person that. If it is you, I'm sorry. I don't feel like it is you, but if whoever it's for, there's going to be a little bit of like a tongue lashing in this, I think. Yep. So yeah, the Knight of Swords and King of Swords. So it's going to be a harsh message for somebody, and I think it's probably going to be. I don't like to like talk about legal things because, um, that can get me in a little bit of trouble. But I'm just going to say that I feel like it's just there's going to be some kind of harsh feeling about this coming through, and if you're on the beneficial end of that, I think you're going to be okay. I think you're finally going to get what you want or what you're hoping for, Melanie. If you're on the other end, I don't know. It's definitely not going to be status quo as things have probably played out in the past. It's finally like, okay, this is going to be different this time around for you. All right. I hope that kind of clears it up for you or answers your question. But again, definitely some words coming through. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me. And on the replay, let me know how this resonates for you, how it fits with your circumstances, your situation. And again, if you're looking to join a small, tight-knit group, I just kind of started getting that together with the membership area. So I'm going to do private members only live streams, Q&As, ask a question, extended readings, and all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested, don't forget to check that out in the description box in a little bit, or check my channel. My son's throwing stuff down the laundry chute now. Gotta love him. All right, guys, I gotta let you go. I gotta get him under control. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for joining me.